we are with Jack Pelton, Chairman of EAA at the end of your first AirVenture as Chairman. You've been here many years. What's your assessment of how this year went, Jack?
I couldn't be more thrilled with the week. We set up a set of objectives that we wanted to accomplish. We worked on them for 9 months, which was the time I stepped in, and I can stand here today and say that we accomplished all 7 objectives. First one was to be safe, make sure that we had a show that was safe. The second one was to make sure that for our membership we provided transparency in where the organization was going, our mission, our vision, our financials. We did that at the Wednesday membership meeting, along with putting in 3 new board members that we think are really truly representative of the membership as long-term EAA members who are very passionate about what we do as an organization. We wanted to improve the experience for the guests, which included the food, the general area. We wanted to make sure we could have an air show that without any military presence would be exciting and fun. And I think when you have Terrafuga Fly and Jetman and all of those kinds of acts, we've done that, we've accomplished that. Did I get them all? I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that from a leadership standpoint, we needed to stabilize the staff. There's been so much turmoil that we wanted to make sure that the staff felt good and was recognized, and actually by month 9, I just need to get out of their way and let them run and not be a roadblock. And then the last of the 7 objectives was the volunteers. We needed to re-engage the volunteers. We had a lot of communication misses over the last couple years, and we worked very, very hard every month with the volunteer chairman to let them know what we're doing step by step, get them involved in helping us with that decision making, and we measured that with more volunteers this year than we had last year.
So overall, at the end of this week, going in the right direction?
Overall, we are on a solid path of being on exactly the right direction.
Where do we stand with the FAA and the fees?
Well, we're in the process of a lawsuit, which is, it gets dictated by the courts as to what the timing and process for resolution will be. The one thing we believe we have agreement with the FAA is to get a timeline of a decision of what's next as soon as we possibly can, so we can start planning and taking whatever additional actions are necessary for next year.
When you had a moment to stop and look, what did you enjoy this week?
Boy, a couple activities. I think one, Jetman certainly was interesting. Going to the Flying Theater on Friday night when there was 15,000 people scattered everywhere you could possibly see, and in typical EA fashion, 15,000 fun, grateful, courteous people in what could have been a mob scene to try to find a seat. That really was exciting because again, as I mentioned early in the week, I think this is something that's going to help bring young kids into aviation.
And the return of the honor flight?
The return of the honor flight was just downright emotional. I mean, here you are with a group of veterans that are closer to my generation from the war service in Vietnam, this being the first Vietnam honor flight, and having Tony Orlando, who really was he really represented the veterans in coming home to an America at that time that was not friendly to veterans coming home. And having that all come together on Friday was just another memorable moment. But there's been so darn many of them, it's hard to keep track of them.
So as we wrap up AirVenture 2013, must be looking ahead already to 2014.
We are. We have been, the staff, as we've been moving around the grounds and trying to do our day job, have been keeping lists of what we're going to look for as far as next year's features. It's the 100th anniversary of the beginning of World War I. We're going to try to do something around World War I aviation next year and see if we can get some of the existing replicas that are out there today and showcase them. It's the 75th anniversary of the jet engine, so we'll do something around the jet engine. We have a couple other surprise attractions that we're very close to getting announced that will be fun like it was this year. We're going into next year also believing we won't have military participation. We think with sequestration still in place, so we're going to take the model that we use this year of a lot of variety and a lot of different acts and continue to build on that next year.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.